I know it's pimping whole hours. Hold on, give me a second. Damn, my settings is messed up. Hold on. Let me see. All right, man. Come on up in here. Hit that like button. Ain't nothing changed. Come on. Hold on. There we go. Let me share this. Come on in, hit the like button. I know it's pimping whole hours, and most of y'all at the steel mill and shit. You at your job. Few of y'all really pimping. Majority of y'all to be pimping in my comment section. Y'all really husbands and boyfriends in real life. You know what I mean? King Difference, man. What's going on with it? We just about to chop up this game. Come on up in here. Yeah. Early morning for real, though. Yeah. Jay Evans, man, that's a blessing, bro. Blessings to you. Blessings to all your endeavors, bro. I'm so glad that it happened for you. Man, God did open up some doors. Closed down that one, you know what I mean? Now you understand me, man? You could dedicate your time, man. You know what I mean? Hold on. Not worry about that other stuff. Hold on, let me see this. Oh, that's just a person talking crazy. What's happening though, man? Before we even get started, what's going on? Talk to me. How was y'all week? We done made it another weekend, y'all. God is good. And the game is too. Come up in here, man. Enjoy this game. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? The sword gonna come off. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? There's a few things I'm gonna touch on that's gonna hurt, a minute, Some ain't hearing it now because, it's pimping whole hours, but they'll hear it later on in the day. You did? So, even though it's 4:09 EST time in the morning, I just want to talk about a lot of unpimpish and trickish, shit that's going on, and yield myself as a yielded vessel to this game to rebuke a lot of shit that's being done that's contrary to this shit. So, man, by all means, man, hit that like button. Yeah, hit that like button right now. That's the best contribution you could give me. I don't expect a whole bunch of, that's right, P. Damn, that's game, P. Or, super chats and cash apps. I'm coming through with this game. A lot of y'all done participated in a lot of tricking. A lot of y'all done did a lot of shit that's unpimpish up in the strip club. You know what I mean? So, I done touched on this before, but I had to put it on my Patreon, though. So a lot of y'all really missed this game. So you need to pay attention to this game because, 9 out of 10, this just might be on my Patreon, in the future. So you definitely want to take heed, and hear this while you can. You did? KD, hey, baby. Okay, the ladies is okay. Snazzy girl. Hey, baby. Oh, bro, I wasn't even expecting you to be up. Brown Hornet, appreciate the respect for this game, though. Good looking. Coming in with the 10. You did? Yeah, man. Appreciate that. I really do. Good looking. Yeah, I'm going to deal with a lot of things. Certain things I haven't even dealt with pertaining to this subject before. And then certain things that I haven't even thought about, that's not even in my mind to speak about. The spirit of pimping to bring it back to remembrance, just so you niggas can get rebuked tonight for a lot of that shit y'all be doing that y'all think that's, wise or veteran moves and all of this shit. But you really very trickish though. Yeah. And when I really sat there and I thought about even certain things that people said that was acceptable, when I really thought about that, I said, no. So get up in here, man. Hit that like button. We up in here. I know it's late. But appreciate the likes and everything like that. But without further ado, hey, let's get to it, man. As you know, the spirit of, tricking is omnipresent. And let me just say this. I have nothing against the tricks. I got tricks in my family. I mean, come on, man. We grew up with tricks. We was taught by tricks. The teacher in your classroom was a trick. Your pastor probably was a trick. Come on now. Your uncle, your daddy. You know what I'm saying? We got tricks all in our family. We got tricks as friends. We got tricks that we were taught by, in life. So I don't have a hatred, towards tricks. Not at all. So if you a trick, if you a client, this is really not aimed at you. This is for the guys that's moving in the spirit of hypocrisy. This ain't against you. Let me make that very plain. Let me write the vision and make it plain. This is not a hate message or a dislike message for tricks. How could pimps and hoes live like kings and queens if tricks wasn't in existence? So this is not against the tricks. Get that out your head. This ain't against the tricks, man. If you a tricking motherfucker and you bold with your shit, you gang banging with your tricking, you know what I mean? You letting it be known all over the land, man, blessings to you. I hope you get some more elevation in life. I hope you get more raises and promotions and elevated on your job or career so you can even trick on a more elite level. How about that? So I have nothing against the tricks. Not at all. Keep on tricking. Trick harder. You ain't tricking hard enough. So, I had to just basically put that out there, because certain people would take things that I said, and I know that everybody's comprehension is on a different level. So they'll comprehend it wrong, interpret what I'm saying wrong. And, when they were supposed to get an interpretation, a revelation, niggas will leave with a devilation and get into some evangelism with the criticism on my name in this game simply because of their misunderstanding. So that's why I gave that outstanding understanding so we won't have no misunderstandings. You did? But, there's a high volume of hypocrisy, really omnipresent. But, I just keep hearing all type of UnPimpish shit, that just be going on. And the only reason why I was moved and compelled, to teach and preach at this particular time of night, and I couldn't even wait till the daytime and get used to this because I'm about to get back to daytime, nighttime, the wee hours, all of that shit. We coming back. But it's simply because of individuals that I know that's doing it. I'm hearing about individuals that at one time I actually considered, to be a gentleman, an authentic representation of the lifestyle. And not too long ago, I want to say it might not even been 4 days ago. Might not even been 4 days ago. But, this individual that I know of, and a lot of people know of, was actually throwing some money in a strip club. And this time, because, a lot of people use that as an excuse. And we're going to talk about that, tonight as well, even though it's the morning time. But, it's pimping whole hours, man, just tonight. Even though, people will say that, oh, P, that's his hoe or that's his hoes he throwing money at. So they felt like they had a justifiable, excuse for throwing money because, of course, they were doing things to make it seem like they was a trick in the strip club. So the bouncers and things to leave them alone. So they'll think that they're a client instead of a giant, and also they was promoting their women in the strip club, right? But no, that, UnPimpish excuse, and I'll get into that later. I'm about to, speak on that as well. But this situation right here, this was not his hoe. His justifiable, abominable excuse for throwing money at this particular stripper, was because after, all of the P's that got out the club, some pimping was actually bold enough to ask AP, out of curiosity, was that I know that was your bitch, right? And he was like, no, I'm just endeavoring to get, action at the little bitch and things like that. And he was like, P, we don't be doing that. And he was like, listen, in today's era, and today, if you want to knock something out this strip club nowadays, you have to. Plus, he said, I didn't throw, too much, man. You know what I mean? The nigga said out of his mouth that I didn't throw too much. And I know this P that told me this, he not gonna lie on this man. I know this P character. The man said, I didn't throw too much. My goodness. When it was even conveyed to me, man, it was a vexation of my spirit just to even hear this unpimpish shit. I didn't throw too much. What? So, he said, I didn't throw too much, man. That was just, just to catch that broad's attention. That's all. And so, I have to come through because a lot of you are impressionable. And a lot of you young niggas that's professing pimping in this game, y'all will sit up there and follow the leader if the leader appears to be successful. I just know how this game is. If an individual who with the right amount of followers, if he got some jewelry, if he got a few little nice cars and a place and some broads, you guys will make the wrong into right. As long as the outcome was some income, y'all will try to make the wrong into right. And I want to let you know that even if the outcome is some income, wrong is still wrong, and wrong can't be made right. Once it's wrong, son. Get my likes up, man. Somebody need to hear this. Yeah, get them likes all the way up. I want the likes to be looking like the followers. If I got damn near 300 people watching, it need to be damn near 300 likes. Everybody hit the like button. But let me just say this to the young pimpin'. It don't matter who, did what. If you saw Sinful to P doing something that was trickish, unpimpish, you call me out on it. No respect to person. No compromise. No favoritism with your ism. None at all. Now me personally, after I heard it, all the history, every little good thing that I've known about about T, reputation previously, it's pretty much in the trash. For me. Now I know some like, oh, P, you can't throw all the man history. I mean, hey, y'all do y'all thing, man. We talking about throwing money in the strip club and all of that. Now, I ain't going to take it away. You know what I mean? He took it away. Oh, shit. No, I ain't going to take his history away. He did it. What did I tell you niggas ago? I told you nigga this a minute ago, and y'all keep forgetting. Some people is in this game to profess all of this pimping just to get on a level so they can finally be the trick that they always wanted to be. Always remember that. Some people is professing this pimping, acting like they possessing this pimping just to live off the earnings of the hoeing, to do some hoe hustling just so they can finally be in a financial position to be the trick that they always wanted to be. Do you hear that? So I know a lot of y'all, like I say, that keep fucking y'all up like, what? Wait a minute, P. He professing to be a pimp. He's supposed to be doing all of this pimping. He doing all of this on the internet. He's sitting over there growing cross country. But on the other end, he's saving money and doing investments and all of it just to get on a level, just to be the trick that he always wanted to be. P, that sound crazy. Exactly. Some of y'all will never get that, but it's true. I've seen it, and, it's not going to stop, in my existence. It's going to keep on going. Some individuals is just basically professing to be pimps, to deceive hoes into thinking that they pimps, to live off the earnings, of prostitution or basically hoe hustle off the earnings of hoeing, just so they can reach a financial position to be the tricks that they always wanted to be. All right? Get that in your spirit. Now, we gonna deal with some things that's unpimpish, and we gonna deal with some things that's trickish. Things that's unpimpish and things that's completely trickish in the strip club. Behavior that's totally contrary to the pimping. All right? Now, let's just deal with basically, a few things that Sin has never, even spoke on, even in the previous videos that I spoke on behavior in the strip club. And since the young pimp are gonna be in here tonight, and young pimp are gonna hear about this in the future, let me just come through there here with this game. Hey man, something that's very, very unpimpish, and this go to the young pimper, even though older pimper be doing it too, but something that's very, very, very unpimpish, man. Let's just deal with some things on tonight. Is, on amateur night, or sometimes it don't even gotta be amateur night, because a lot of them bitches that's been in there for years are still amateurs. So it's like, it's pretty much amateur. It's amateur night every night if a pimp ain't presiding over it, shit. Let's keep that shit real. But that's another subject. But look, check it out. Going to find some green bean ass bitch that's dancing or just started dancing. I just want to tell you this now. Chipping. And for those of you that don't know what chipping is, that's having sex with, a square that's, this is a woman that's not your hoe. She's not paying you. And then, you have those that even have sexual relationships, with women who are paying pimps. Then you got guys, that's actually professing pimping, and they having sex with strippers. Not necessarily, some didn't actually pay for dates. We gonna deal with that later, but I'm not talking about the ones that pay for dates. I'm talking about the ones that's actually participated in sexual activities with this particular strip or strippers with the S, with the plural. I'm here to tell you, just like the scripture says in the word of God, your sins will find you out. You have to understand that, say, for example, if a young pimp go to an area, he go to an area in Kansas, or he went to an area in Louisville, or he go to some little green ass strip club just full of green ass strippers out there in Iowa. And he come up in there and walk in, and he can discern and learn that, this bitch that he's talking to is very green. She really don't know the game like that, And some of you, it wasn't so much that you took advantage. Some of you, lack game. And so basically you using the fornication game to gain. I've been there before. I know what you're doing. You're chipping. But what I want you to understand is that she might be green today, but that very green bitch, that very green stripper that you just fucked on, she can come across a knowledgeable hoe or a powerful, knowledgeable, impeccable pimp, and she'll get gamed up, and she'll start getting into some evangelism with the criticism on your name in this game for what you did in your yesterday. Your sins will find you out. So, going to like little hole in the wall spots, trying to find some green ass bitch, or, some little stripper like, oh man, they ain't gonna never find out. This bitch don't even know about the game. This bitch don't even know, she just, man, she don't know nothing. And you might try to basically use, sex as a way to basically charm and disarm her, into basically, the game and things like that. But I'm telling you, that is not the proper introduction. And not only is that not the proper introduction, that pretty much, you understand me, it can lead to your name being evil spoken on in the future. You don't want to make provisions for your reputation to be evil spoken on. So even though this bitch is green as fuck and she's completely ignorant, She has not have no authentic representation presiding over her. She's not knowledgeable of the game. She really don't know the rules and things yet. Always understand that somebody might be ignorant today and knowledgeable tomorrow. And not only will your reputation be spoken on bad, but at the same time, that will make the game look bad, P. You know? Because how would that look in a Facebook or Instagram group, when them hoes are sitting over there, chopping it up amongst each other, and your name begin to come up and the bitch be like, oh, girl, because it happens damn near all the time. Oh, girl, you talking about extremely Mackish, underscore, the pimpish, the most pimpish ass nigga on earth. Girl, please. I don't even know why he called himself that. Now at this time I was green as hell. I really didn't know anything. I was in Iowa at the time, and he knew more game. He had more game than me at the time. And I thought he was attractive. And he fucked on me and we just kept on fucking. And, when he started basically trying to get some money from me or trying to get me to hoe for him, at that time, I didn't know what hoeing was and I wasn't ready to fuck with the game. And he just got completely upset at me. He got completely mad at me because I didn't want to choose him instantly and immediately when really he didn't give me the proper introduction to the game mentally. He just physically went there with me and he just thought that the sex was just so spectacular that I was supposed to just walk out the bedroom and go straight to the track and go get his money. And when that Disneyland story didn't work for him, he just got completely upset. We stopped talking to each other. So now, years down the line, I see him just talking all of this pimping, all of this major pimping on Instagram, all of this major pimping, on Facebook. And, I'm like, wait a minute, is that the one that I fucked on? And man, and didn't get no motherfucker, he didn't get no money out of me. Exactly. Make no provisions for your name to be evil spoken on. Make no provisions for your name, P, to be evil spoken on. You don't want your name to be coming up amongst hoes for motherfucking unpimpish, trickish behavior. Do you hear me? Completely unpimpish, completely trickish. You know what I mean? Now, that ain't completely, I ain't got to the trickish part yet, but that's completely unpimpish. Of course, I wouldn't take a pimp's history or say he's not a pimp because, he had did some chipping in his early days or basically, he had fucked on this little bitch. He thought that, he was trying to use his dick, as a tool to try to get the bitch to go to the pimping hoe school. And when the bitch didn't want to motherfucking enroll with the bankroll, he lost control, got into an attitude because the bitch didn't want to give him the motherfucking multitude, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just how that shit go, man. Yeah, pimp with your mind, man. You know what I mean? Not with your dick. Put your dick up. Yeah, man, put your dick up, man. That's too short for this game, man. P, I'm 12 inches. Hey, man, the game longer than that. P, I'm 15 inches and I'm not even on hard. Hey, man, that's cool, man, for the bitch. But hey, man, you know what I mean? The game bigger than that. The game longer than that, man. Put that thing up, man. Yeah, man, we really trying to get into some real pimping and horn, man. Hey, put that thing up, man. Hey, man, what's wrong with you? Pull your mind out and put your dick up. You're going to fuck everything up before it even gets started. You know what I mean? Taking your dick out, man. Put that shit up, man. That's going to get you in a world of trouble. That's going to keep your name in some motherfucking mess. That's going to keep these bitches, you understand me, from giving them a justifiable reason to not bless, you understand me, you with that trap. Them bitches going to hit you with the motherfucking Tasha K, but they not going to hit you with the 10K, the 20K, the 30K, the 40K, the 50K. P, what's the Tasha K? Conversation and gossip. Ruining your name, talking about you in the game. Nothing but conversation, no accumulation. Yeah, man, that Wendy Williams shit. She gonna hit you with the Tasha K, but she ain't gonna hit you with the 10K, the 20K, the 30K, the 40K, the 50K, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, kid, put your dick up, man. Yeah, put that little shit up. Pull your mind out and pimp with that motherfucker. Yeah, because that's bigger than your dick, whether you know it or not. As one prophet told another prophet, Lord, open up this man's eyes that he may see. Yeah, you's a blind motherfucker if you actually think that your dick, you understand me, is bigger and longer than that blessing that God gave you called your mind. Yeah, man, open your eyes up that you may see. Pimp with your mind, not with your dick, son. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, chipping with bitches all in the strip club, fucking on strippers and all of that shit. Yeah, now I gave you one example that's unpimpish. Let me give you an example that's completely trickish. Now, you have those, who basically did some chipping. And then you have those, you understand me, that has participated in some tricking. P, what you mean by that? What you mean by that? You actually have some guys who have paid strippers to fuck. And while they paid these strippers to fuck, they had hoes down. P, what are you talking about, man? Them hoes was getting in and out of cars. Some of them hoes was in the motherfucking strip clubs. Some of them hoes was in them casinos and resorts, restaurants and bars and things, endeavoring to get this man's money. But while they was endeavoring to get this man money, man, he was doing some shit funny with the money. Yeah, he was doing something strange with the change they had given him. What I tell you, man, these niggas be sitting over there putting on Oscar award performances, man, like they the pimping, just so they could do the tricking that they always wanted to do. So now that he's financially in position, the manifestation of what's already in his heart can now be manifested. And you have those type, especially in that Vegas, especially in that Miami, tricking off, with these strippers. Got bitches sitting over there putting their life on the line, sleeping with strangers and continuously putting their life in danger for a motherfucker that's sitting over there, giving racks to a motherfucking stripper. And I'm not talking basically from my beautiful imagination. No, man, this is some shit that didn't actually motherfucking transpire. From ancient times to motherfucking recent times. Too many motherfucking names in the game is coming to my mind while I even speak on this situation. I even see one of the guys now that be going live on IG. I hope he don't think I forgot. Yeah, he can't think I forgot. But yeah, man, you know what I mean? I know dude all his business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had pretty much, pretended to be this pimping, and, once he got to a financial position to do his thing, some niggas just started thinking that they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. You have some that get so arrogant that they get so reckless, with you just moving around, they feel like they can do whatever they want to do. And a hoe pose to respect it. And I'm here to tell you that, hey, for a hoe that's listening right now, hey, bitch, there's a difference between loyalty and stupidity. If you get into a continuity of giving currency to a motherfucker to get into a continuity of giving currency to a stripper, what you saying? Hey, man, if that man is taking that money that you breaking yourself, to him for, and he's sitting over there taking that money and giving it to a stripper and breaking himself to the stripper so he can break the stripper off, and bitch, you keep paying him, bitch, you a goddamn fool. In other words, you brutish. In other words, you foolish. In other words, you stupid. You being dumb right now. You know what I mean? The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked, as Jeremiah 17:9 said. That's why you don't follow your heart, baby. You follow the game. Touch somebody and say, don't follow your heart, follow the game. Lean over to your neighbor and say, neighbor, don't follow your heart, follow the game. Yeah, if the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked, what the fuck would you follow your heart for? Bitch, follow your mind. Follow this game, But one end we have that's unpimpish is the chipping. And something that's completely trickish is for a motherfucker to sit up there and actually date, a stripper. That's completely trickish. UnPimpish and something that's completely, trickish. Now, I can admit that, you know what I'm saying, a young P, trying to basically use his dick as a tool to try to get a bitch to go to pimping hoe school, totally UnPimpish. You know what I mean? Totally UnPimpish. But hey, man, when you sit up there and reach your hand in your pocket and you take that money out your pocket and you put, you understand me, them bands, when you put, you understand me, them hundreds, in that bitch hand, for the agreement, you know what I mean, for sexual pleasure, yes, you are a trick. And I'm going to get into some more things too, but I just wanted to show you something that is UnPimpish. And on the other hand, we have something that is completely trickish. All right, man. Another thing that I wanted to sit up there, you understand me, and deal with that just came to my mind. I wasn't even thinking about that before. But I'm going to give you something else that's UnPimpish in the motherfucking strip club that you niggas be doing. Hey, man, when you sit up there, you understand me, and come in the strip club, with the pimping, and a lot of you niggas got that bad. That's why I only like coming to strip clubs. If I'm coming to a strip club with a pimp, you know what I mean? Because see, let me just say this. It's not that you not a pimp. All of you just don't know how to pimp with a pimp. P, what you mean by that? The man is a pimp, but he don't have pimp etiquette. Everybody don't have proper pimp etiquette, especially in places like strip clubs. Hey, check this out. We might go to a strip club, and let's say, for example, right? Let's say if I'm there with my partner Freeze. Let's say, Freeze is there, and we also with some veteran P's and, sprinkled in with a few young P's, right? Let's say if Freeze got action at some snow, and they've been talking now, for 20 minutes, and they've been talking about subjects that don't got nothing to do with the game, nothing about stripping, or none of that. She's digging on his intellect. She's digging on his appearance. She's you can tell that the bitch, you know what I mean, is captivated and, infatuated, with the way this man look and the things that he's saying about the different subjects that they speaking on, right? One of the things that's very UnPimpish, I've seen it. I've seen where one P is getting action and another P because he not getting no action because ain't no strippers walking up to him, you know what I mean? Or, when they did come to him, he didn't know how to say something that was, entertaining. I mean, something that made her gravitate to him. He just didn't have no magnetism about himself. We're not talking about no tricking or none of that. Just something that's comical. Make the bitch laugh, sit down or something like that, and show off that personality of his. He just didn't have it. And I've seen certain niggas, man, get upset because he wasn't getting no action at a bitch at the time. And because of that, got into an attitude and began to mess up another pimp's action. We don't do that. We don't do that. Very UnPimpish. If you in the strip club with your P partner and he got action at a bitch and currently, temporarily, you don't got action at a bitch, hey man, just speaking the vernacular of silence and just continue the man to look fly, until P done doing what he doing or what have you, right? And especially if your P partner is currently holeless and doleless, definitely let that man sit up there, you understand me, and give her an all you can hear buffet of this shit, without interrupting that P. But I've seen P's, ruin another man's action because he wasn't getting no action, and he now all of a sudden he get overtly pimpish. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Man, I don't play about this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna come indirect. I only know how to come direct because that's the only thing that's correct to me, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna be talking about the stars, the quasars, the Blue Jays, the OJs, the motherfucking Bulls, or what's going on in schools, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming right through the door with some pimping, man. Yeah, the bitch gotta know, man, it's some pimping, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bitch gonna choose me, man, for some pimping, man. I don't want the bitch to mistake me, man, for nothing else, man, but a pimp, dog, man. Yeah, man. None of that underhand ass shit, bitch. I'm not coming under the motherfucking table. I don't want you to think that I'm Cain and Abel. Yeah, bitch, you understand me? I'm trying to get another hoe in my stable, bitch. You know what I'm saying? What's happening with it, though, bitch? It's pimping. And, you know, 1P was just having a Malcolm X, Khalid Muhammad in the sky conversation. He using words that the woman ain't even familiar with. She got to ask what this word is. She's really intrigued with P. P smelling good. He's suited and booted. His nails is the best definition of white. You know, his teeth is the best definition of white. You know, she really digging on this man. And because P is in the motherfucking, you understand me, because he in the motherfucking, you understand me, strip club with a P that's not getting no action, or it's sometimes it don't be because a P ain't getting no action. It's just that you have certain P's, they just don't know how to campaign in the strip club. We just gonna be honest. He don't have proper etiquette on how to conduct himself in the strip club. Not all P's know how to do that. Sometimes it don't be because he ain't getting no action. I've just been around certain P's and they just, you know, start just getting hella outlandish, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know, hey, and then the woman come up, hey, would you like to dance? Oh man, you know, don't ever ask me. I like to dance. You must be green than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Asking me, do I want to motherfucking dance? You know what it is with me. Come on, man. Don't even motherfucking disrespect me like that. Talking about, do I want to motherfucking dance with you, bitch? You know what I mean? Bitch, don't you motherfucking smell this shit up on me? And like I said, before you know it, she take her little motherfucking Molly, you know, sweet little Molly ass to the bouncers and repeat exactly what you just said. And now all of a sudden, all of the pimps got to leave the strip club because you don't have proper pimp etiquette. Every strip club that you go to, you understand me? You just, yeah, man, I'd rather be thrown out the motherfucking strip club, man, for being, you understand me, too pimpish, man. You know, I don't know, I can't say that about everybody else, man, but I'm turned up, man. I'm turned up. I don't know how to turn my shit off, man. You know, my shit stay on, man. You know, I'm a motherfucking Energizer Bunny, man, with this pimping, man. I got an unlimited battery with my shit, man. Matter of fact, let me see what my shit say. Yeah, man, all my batteries say no expiration date, man. You know what I mean? I don't even know how to motherfucking turn this shit off. You know what I'm talking about? And like I said, when you campaigning with individuals like that, it's predestined for you to get kicked out of the establishment. Don't you know when you come in strip clubs, you have bouncers that they actually send them girls. And if you come into the strip clubs and you got on suits, automatically they assume that you pimping. So all they doing is a stripper will come up to you, one of these little punk bitches will come up to you and ask you something, to say something to you. Are you a pimp? They might not sometimes not even ask for a dance or even speak to you. A bitch will just come up, are you a pimp? And if you say anything pimpish or yes or anything like that, that was all they needed to kick your motherfucking ass, you understand me, out the club. So that's what I mean by, it's not that he's not a pimp. It's just that he don't know how to pimp with a pimp. Christine, baby, thank you for the 100. Thank you for respecting this game. I see your Cash App. Dave Harris, appreciate the 50 on the Cash App. Good looking. I ain't even been paying attention. I appreciate that. Good looking, man. Blessings to y'all. But to the young pimping that's listening, you cannot pimp with everybody in the strip club, P. You can't. It's not that he's not a pimp. It's just that he don't know how to pimp with a pimp. You dig what I'm saying? So as you travel cross country and you begin to meet different representations in different locations in this game, man, you're going to end up finding out that, just because P was good in a pimp circle, or just because of this particular P was good when y'all was campaigning, talking out the window on the track, getting at them hoes and shit like that, that don't mean that just because, he was cool for that, or it was a good fellowship, on the blade, that don't necessarily mean that it's going to be the same. Like he just basically could sit up there and go from the track to coming in the strip club and knowing how to campaign in there. Because I've met certain P's, that was good. They was good when it came to, getting on the blade, campaigning. P was so charismatic and magnetic and always had something profound, and being able to expound upon this pimping when he was getting at them hoes, man. Yes, really spitting them motherfucking verbal motherfucking miracles, man, while we was coming through in them different vehicles, man, getting at them hoes on the blade, you dig? But when it came to the strip club or just other establishments, no, they just didn't have it. Now, another thing that I want to say that's unpimpish, I wasn't even thinking about that. It's just the spirit of pimping that's in me, man. Like a minister, man, preaching this word right now. The game has anointed me to preach this word, man. Hey, I wasn't even thinking about this, but check this out. Another thing that's unpimpish, man, that a lot of you unpimpish ass niggas be doing, sitting over there, giving the pimping some money, jugging the pimping, putting money in the pimping's hand in front of strippers. Putting money in a pimp's hand, jugging a pimp just so a stripper or these strippers can see you in the strip club is unpimpish. Very unpimpish. You sitting over there jugging another P, so all of these motherfucking strippers and shit can see you, like, oh man, oh okay, he got some money, or oh he really pimping, or oh he fly. Very unpimpish. Very unpimpish. The pimping don't do that. The pimping don't do that. Once again, man, I've been told y'all, when you campaigning with a pimp that's currently, temporarily, you understand me, without a hoe, he in between hoes at that time, you jug that man and you put money in that man's hands before y'all even go into the strip club. You don't give a pimp no money. A pimp that's, you understand me, care about the pimping, that really fuck with the pimping like that. Hey man, he don't sit up there, you understand me, and put money, in that man's hand, in front of these bitches, so his pimping can be magnified. We don't do that. That's unpimpish. Just in case if you did know. But the truth is, you actually really did know. That was really just some confirmation of some information that you already knew, and that's why you be feeling, condemnation when you did what you did. Like, damn, man, I did what I did. Damn, man, I could kind of tell that P probably knew what I was doing. Damn, P probably thought I was on some slick shit too. That's why he ain't even accept the money when I endeavored to try to give it to him. Pimping ain't stupid. Yeah, pimping discerned and learned your spirit, nigga, that you wasn't trying to be beneficial to somebody that was official. You was just trying to basically, you understand me, jug a pimp in front of them strippers, man, so you can appear to be pimpish. That's unpimpish. We don't do that. Hey man, I'm teaching and preaching too much game right now for my likes to be at 289 with over 500 people watching at this 4:50 EST time in this Mississauga, this Canada, man. Yeah, get my likes up. Yeah, make my likes look like the viewers, man. If I got over 500 people watching, why I don't at least got 400 likes? Yeah, hit that like button. Everybody hit that like button. The more likes, the more notifications to be sent out for more people. It might be a Boston baked bean head ass bitch. They might want to sit up there and choose up on some pimping tonight. You know what I mean? She just on YouTube with nothing to do. You know what I mean? She sitting in the hotel room. You know what I mean? Or she might be on the blade somewhere listening. Hey, man, you never know, man. They be listening to Simple to P videos everywhere, man. You know, some of these bras on YouTube searching, they putting pimp in and 304 and all of this shit up in the damn search and shit. You dig what I'm saying? Matter of fact, hold on. I see Ism up here. Let me make him a mod. There we go. Had to make him a mod, man. Yeah, I see Dynasty up in here, man. You know what I mean? What's going on with you? What's going on in here with you, loved one? But yeah, man, you know, let me make that very known, man. Pimpin' do not be sitting over there giving money to his P partner in front of strippers to appear to be big, to appear to be, yeah, oh, he got some money. Oh, he that nigga. Or damn, he gave some money to his friend. That ain't cool, man. And in all honesty, if I was fucked up, if I was holeless and doleless, man, and I come up in the club, you was with me all day. You had nothing but opportunity to give me some money prior to we coming in the strip club, and now all of a sudden you trying to jug me because these bitches is watching? Man, I'ma walk clean the fuck off on you, man. Yeah, I'm not even gonna fuck with you no more. Cause if you would do me like that, just in that little situation, man, I could just about imagine, you understand me, how you would try to use me, you know what I mean, in other situations. So yeah, the game already showing me I can't even bless you with no more time. Yeah, I don't even want to cast pearls before swine no more. Yeah, man, I'm gone. I can't even fuck with you no more. So yeah, so just to let that be known, the pimping don't be doing that. I had to come through with that because I done seen it done before. Like, don't think that I'm just shooting off the don't know. I'm speaking from autobiographical experiences, man, different observations that I done seen, different representations in the game, things that they did that was completely unpimpish. We don't do that. All right? Now, another thing, man, that you niggas been doing, you know what I mean, that is completely unpimpish, you know, that I really wish you guys would stop, but I understand, man, you governed by a spirit where you can't stop. Some of y'all probably don't remember, but I taught you what a spirit was, you know what I mean, years ago. How many remember, you know what I mean, what a spirit is? Notice when seeing say a spirit of tricking, a spirit of pimping, a spirit of macking, a spirit of this. It's a spirit in that. What is a spirit? Don't go to Webster's Collegiate Dictionary either and try to look it up. Don't go to Google. I'm asking you, what is a spirit? I know it got to be somebody that remember the teachings. They remember the definition that I gave, you know, years ago from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. It could mean that, but not in this sense, brother. What is a spirit? I don't want you to be saying things that you can't define. A unseen reality that manifests itself in matters that's seen. There you go, Adam. There you go. And Marcus, you're correct on that too. You ain't said nothing wrong. It is a manifestation. But that's the definition right there. A unseen reality that manifests itself in matters that's seen. A unseen reality that manifests itself in matters that's seen. That is a spirit. Do you hear what I'm saying? So some of you can't control the things that you're doing because you're governed by a spirit. That particular spirit that's in you has dominion over you, which compels you to do the things that you do. The moment when you get up, your itinerary is already about that. It's in you to do that. you have a deposit in you, and each and every day you come for the withdrawal. It's in you. So when you see these guys, paying for interviews, oh, let's talk about it. Paying for interviews from these strippers, and some P's might have a disagreement with that. Oh, P, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to fuck. I wasn't trying to, get no pussy from her. I just wanted her to hear this game. I wanted her to hear this pimping. I wanted to be able to, convey basically what I'm saying to her. And, if you ain't never been in that position, if you ain't never really been, because it's certain broads in the strip club that you have never had a chance, to really, speak to and have an interview with, unless, you talking to her. You're going to have to pay, to talk to her. And right off top, just that mentality alone, all I can hear is the scripture saying, as a man thinketh, so is he. And the reason why you think like that is because you're a trick, running away from your calling. The trick, matter of fact, hold on. Yeah, if you look at, the game call log, it didn't call you to be a pimp. You was called to be a trick. You called to be a client. But you've been deceived into thinking that you were supposed to be a giant. No, you're a customer. For you to even think that you would have to pay to speak to a woman. You would have to pay to have an interview with this broad. Completely contrary. There is no woman that is that important. There is no woman that is on a celebrity status, or she's reached a level of popularity, or she's at an elite position in life where she deserves basically so much respect for a pimp to take money out of his pocket to pay her to speak about his game. I want to ask you, how is that not the tricking when you have paid a bride for her time? You paid her for her time. Don't you understand that hoes get paid for their time? Bitch, hey, them bitches don't be sitting over there using fornication for accumulation all the time. Sometimes conversation is the only thing that was used in order to seduce and reduce that man for what he had at that particular time. Hoes get paid for their time. So what is the difference from a hoe getting paid for her time, with this client, than that stripper that got paid for her time with you in the strip club? I want to know the difference. What was the difference? I want to put something else in your head. We don't make provisions to be evil spoken on. Just imagine, having a woman or a group of women that is putting their life on the line for you every night. And for whatever, in the future, let's say if one of your hoes was to get into a discussion or argument, a debate on something, and that bitch that she debating with just so happened to be the bitch that you paid for her time, for you paid to have an interview with. And what if that bitch just sit up there and just really intellectually, logically, put your hoe in her place? Girl, I wouldn't want to pay your folks. I wouldn't dare. I'd stay by myself. You up there making sacrifices for a nigga that's sitting over there paying for my time. Your man paid me. Your pimp paid me for my time. The whole time while he was talking about his pimping, I was sitting over there thinking about what I was going to do with my man later on that night. I'm like, ooh, I hope he hurry up and finish talking about this bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to kick it with Bay tonight. The whole time while he was talking about his so-called pimping, I was thinking about, damn, did I spend that? Oh, shit, yeah, I did, yeah. Oh, but I could take that jacket back Yeah, I could take that jacket back to the store. Yeah, plus I don't need that. I already got that already. She having all type of thoughts that ain't got nothing to do with this conversation at all. You know, what if you know, man, we in the day of the internet now, man. It's the day of technology, man. You know, everybody on the Instagram. So what if that hit, you know what I mean, the net, that you sitting over there paying the bitch for her time? Come on, man. You already know what the pimpin' gonna say and what the pimpin' gonna do, man, after basically get a hoe, especially the dirty Maccas, man. It's gonna be all over the land. Keep your name out of UnPimpish, Trickish conversations. A pimp don't put himself in no situation like that. Paying for a bitch time? Paying for an interview? Man, listen, I'm reminded of the time when King Solomon, you know what I mean, was, of course, because of all his wisdom, you know, throughout the land, you know, every man and woman began to speak on the wisdom of King Solomon to the point where Queen Sheba wanted to hear, you know, King Solomon speak. So she traveled to hear King Solomon speak. And after she asked him questions about everything that you could imagine, questions that she considered to be difficult to answer, he answered, and not only did he answer, but her cup runneth over. He was able to answer every question that she had and then some, to the point where the woman said the half has not been told concerning the wisdom of King Solomon. After he basically sat up there and answered all her questions, she broke herself to him. She sat up there and gave him gifts. She broke herself to King Solomon after the knowledge and wisdom was conveyed. That's how it's supposed to go down. After game proceed out of your mouth, you know what I mean? The woman supposed to be breaking herself to you, not you paying, you know what I mean, for an interview. Totally unpimpish. I can't say it enough. You know what I mean? Totally unpimpish. And let me also say this once again. Just because the outcome turn into some income, that does not change the wrong into right. You have individuals that say, Sin, I hear what you're saying, but you know, I'm in the Maybach. Sin, I hear what you're saying, but I'm in the Ferrari. Sin, I hear what you're saying, you know what I mean, but I'm in the S5. Sin, I see what you're saying, but I'm in the mansion. I'm here to tell you that there are individuals that are presiding over transsexuals. There are individuals that's presiding over snitches. There are motherfucking niggas that's presiding, you understand me, over rebellious, disrespectful ass bitches that got the same things that you got. And guess what you got in common with them? Y'all not this. Y'all are not the pimping. Just because you living off the earnings of prostitution, just because basically you obtained, you know, some materialistic things, that does not make you the pimping. For there are many that are driving beautiful cars and have some nice homes and have fashion designer clothes and didn't do no pimping at all to obtain those things. Certain people are pimping for the money, and then some are making deals for the money. Some are pimping for the money, and then you have some who are using con game, but professing to P, you know, why they doing it, you know, getting to the money. If it was not obtained through pimping, then it can't be classified as pimping. You can't put pimping on everything. Pimping don't belong with everything. So, you know, once again, you got a lot of it's unpimping shit, tricky shit, omnipresent, universal, right? In different planets. You got my untricky shit, you understand me, and motherfucking unpimping shit going on in different planets. But I'm here to tell you that the volume of the volume of unpimping shit and completely tricky shit the volume is very high in Vegas. The volume is very high in Miami. You know, the volume of y'all unpimpish behavior, the volume of that, you know what I mean, tricky shit that y'all doing is reaching the heavens. that abominable shit that y'all doing, man, is reaching the ears of many. You know? It's all percent. Man, listen, wrong is wrong and right is right. All these guys trying to, oh, it ain't no rules. Who wrote, whenever you hear a guy say it ain't no rules, or who wrote the rules, already, I'm telling you the spirit in that. Always remember that, you know, behind every statement, there's an inspiration on why that statement was made. And I'm here to tell you that when you hear individuals speak like that, it's justifiable. You know, they're trying to say things that's justifiable for abominable things that they have done or things that they doing or getting ready to do. You know, oh man, ain't no rules to this shit. You know, show me who wrote the rules. Show me who wrote the rules, man. Ain't no rules. You know, yeah, man, I done gave some money to a few strippers. I done sit up there and got some strippers pregnant. They wasn't paying me. But man, what? Ain't no rules. Ain't no rules. And I'm here to tell you that if anybody that you hear say some shit like that, I'm here to tell you that that motherfucker is not the pimping. Y'all need to stop listening to these individuals that's not the pimping. Y'all allowing a bunch of unpimpish doctrine to infiltrate your spirit. Listening to these niggas. Stop being like these dumbass bitches. Oh man, let me talk to you niggas today. Some of you niggas is just like these bitches. You choosing up on the appearance. You know, a bitch will see a man that's handsome. She'll see a well-dressed man. She'll see that his nails is kept, you know, manicured, look like his nails been manicured by God. And, you know, his car is the best definition of fly. His background, you know, man, it just looked like it was embellished by the heavens, man. You know what I mean? He really seemed like he doing this thing. And I'm here to tell you that because of the appearance, many will choose just off that. But just like the bitches is choosing, the niggas be choosing too. P, what you mean by that? They will agree with anything a motherfucker say or come on one accord with what a motherfucker doing simply because of the flash, because of the appearance of things, because of a person, how good a person's situation may appear on the internet. So, you know, a nigga can say 2 + 2 is 5, and them niggas are speaking tongues like the nigga just said some hell of a shit, but in all actuality, he ain't said a goddamn thing. But due to the fact of what he driving, or where he living, or what he got on, or they might like a ring, or they might like a chain, and because they might not know real jewelry, they can't tell the difference between authentic and fraudulent, they might consider it to be real, and the jewelry was fake the whole time, and they looking at a fake nigga, you know what I mean, speaking as if like he that nigga, but because he appears to be doing good, they will basically take, you know, everything that he's saying and agree with everything that he's saying and doing. You cannot be like these bitches, fam. That's what the woman do. She sees something that's attractive, she get attentive to something that's attractive, and she'll give her all just basically on something that appears to be attractive. Not all women, but there is a percentage of the population of women that will do that just off that. Don't be like the bitch, fam. Stop choosing up on situations. Stop choosing up on appearances. Use your intelligence. You know? So yeah, man, you know, I just had to put paint where it ain't and say what most can't, giving clarity and showing charity at the same motherfucking time, man. You know, stop listening to, you know, a lot of these goofies try to speak on this game. You know, trying to make justification on why, you know, they paying strippers in the strip club. You know, paying for interviews, paying for a bitch number. You know, that's tricking. You know, unpimpish, certain things is unpimpish, and, you know, it's completely trickish. P, what you mean? Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody paying for no number. Hey, man, check this out. Not gonna say this nigga name because he going through some things at this particular time. Everybody basically, you know what I mean, be exalting him to be this cold, you know, in the sky P, but they not keeping it all the way real in totality. The reason why the man had, you know, a large following like King Solomon, because he did a lot of things that was completely unpimpish and totally contrary to the game to gain that type of situation. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He actually paid, you know, and I know this to be myself because he actually told me. It was the other P that got paid that told me first, and I had to sit up there and get in touch with him actually to confirm. But yes, this nigga actually paid for a bitch number. You know, it's just so much unpimpish shit, man, that go up in this motherfucking game that you motherfuckers do not know about. It's some, listen, man, certain things that's been done, man, that's so unpimpish. If I said it right now, man, you wouldn't even believe me. Certain shit is so unpimpish, man, you know, your comprehension can't even comprehend. You like, oh, hell no. You like, man, Pete just sitting over there just talking crazy, man. Ain't no way. Man, ain't no way, man. Ain't no, no, man. Ain't no way. You're going to be like, man, Pete just talking shit, man. Ain't no way a so-called pimp didn't pay for a bitch number, man. Hell no. You know what I mean? Hell no, man. This man tripping. And I'm here to tell you that, yes, that happened. He paid for the bitch number. You know what I mean? Yes, he did. And if you really want me to go even further, you know what? I ain't even going to do that because right now he going through some things. But yeah, this is true. He paid for the whole number. This is true. And this is also unpimpish, and this is also completely trickish. Now, another thing, you know what I mean? Let's finally deal with another elephant in the room. Throwing money at your hoe. Let's say if you got a hoe in the strip club, okay? And your hoe dancing, she dancing in the strip club. You have some P's that will tell you that the only reason why he threw money in the strip club was simply because that was his hoe that was dancing. You know, that was his hoe that was dancing. Now, I know a lot of you heard my thoughts concerning this situation in times past, and it's pretty much the same. And before I take it back, I add more to it. And that's exactly what I'm about to do right now, is add more to it. Now, check it out. You know, a pimp with a hoe, you know, in the strip club, right? Now, I told you guys that, I wouldn't call P no trick. That's his hoe. You know, that's his bitch. You can't call that tricking. You know, the man throwing money in the strip club because, one, he probably trying to deceive the bouncers or whoever work up in there into thinking that he's a client instead of a giant. And then also, he trying to basically throw a bag on his hoe to basically compel others to throw a bag on her. You know what I mean? It's old, common, ancient, strip club game. But see, I told you that I wouldn't do it simply because my reputation, is everything to me, number one. But I wouldn't do it because I wouldn't make provisions for my name to be evil spoken on. I don't want my name to come up in anything trickish. Therefore, I don't do anything. I don't say anything for motherfuckers to even put me in a category like that. For my name, like if you notice, you've never heard my name mentioned in no trickish conversations. It's a reason for that. I want you to know it's a reason for that. You never heard Sinful to P name being mentioned like, yeah, Sin dated that bitch, or Sin was in the strip club, making it rain. You know what I mean? I walked up in the strip club, man, and that song, Make It Rain Trick, make it rain trick, make it rain trick, make it rain trick. And Sinful was up in there, just making it thunderstorm. I was in there, that would just hurt a lot of y'all feelings. You just walk up in the strip club and Sin just got thunderstorms in his hand, just making it just rain. You know what I mean? Got the little song with Twister. I'm calling you daddy. Daddy. You know, let me get my over. I'm calling you daddy. Daddy. You know what I mean? Got the Twister song. Let me distribute the Twister. Mac Daddy. No. And I'm just sitting over there just throwing money. Just throwing. What are you? No. Would be epic. No, it wouldn't. It'd be tragic. It would be tragic. Some young peas, man, love me so much, man, if they seen that shit, they'd have a heart attack right on the spot. Be like, damn, man, why young Pete died like that? Man, he walked in the strip club, man. He saw seeing, his face right by the stripper's ass, man, and just throwing thunderstorms. Young Pete just had a heart attack. He didn't even get a chance to sit up there, you understand me, and roast the shit out of sin. As soon as he saw the abominations, man, he was so pimpish, man, he just died on the spot. He couldn't even believe his pimpish eyes. Man, he died right there on the spot. A young Pete died on the spot. He was getting ready to rebuke the shit out of sin. And man, he just had a heart attack. 22-year-old young pimp, man, just died on the spot, man. And just seeing all of them pimpish shit that sin was doing, man. Young Pete just fell down, man, and just died. and Sinful, he was so much into what he doing. He was so into basically the tricking that he was doing that even as the young Pete was dying, in all of the young pimp's hands, he was still next to the bitch ass. I'm calling you daddy. Daddy. He was still up in there getting it on. Let me just twist the Mac Daddy. With a 97 PM flow. No. P was, up in there, bitch was sitting over there dancing in his face. I invested in my body, so I'm done up. And she just twerking her ass all in sin face. And he just, yeah, when you gonna stop playing with me, girl? You know what I'm saying? Try to take all the nigga money and things, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, they playing R. Kelly. Shaves like you're ready, shave like you're ready. Girl, are you ready? Girl, are you ready to go all the way? Oh man, you know what I'm saying, girl? You look like you're ready to go all the way, girl. You're playing with an old nigga right there, girl. You look like you're ready to go all the way. You know what I'm talking about? So it would really hurt a lot of young niggas' hearts, man, to just see some unpimpish shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? So no, pimping don't be making his provisions to see any of that going on. Oh, P, damn, young pimpin' dad, I wish I could have told him that was sin's bitch. Christine's World, baby. Appreciate the 50, baby. Good looking. You one of the few that was. Hey, what did I tell y'all in the beginning? I knew when I was speaking on this subject that the super chats and cash apps would not be happening like that. Usually you'll see a whole bunch of 5s, 20s, 50s and 100s and things like that. I know I done spoke on a lot of y'all behavior. A lot of y'all niggas done had tongues and booties on your tongue. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all niggas done had a lot of oral sex and anal sex fun with a lot of motherfucking strippers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, a lot of these bitches ain't even washed their ass in 48 hours, man, and she just twerking the whole anal area all up in your face, man. You know what I'm saying? Bitch ain't washed her motherfucking ass, you understand me, since Jesus was crucified, and she just sitting over there twerking it in your face. No. So I already knew once I started speaking on this that this was gonna hurt a lot of y'all feelings. Because a lot of y'all done indulged in these activities. A lot of y'all done paid for interviews. Yeah, a lot of y'all done paid for lap dances. Now, if you a known trick, and that's my bro, I can speak on him like that. If you an O'Shea Duke Jackson type of trick, you a gangbanger type of trick, you're not a Joseph of Arimathea type of trick, You a motherfucking, you understand me, Tookie Williams type of trick. Like everybody know you. You popular for this. This is what you bang on with. You know what I mean? It's no shame in your game. You a gang banger for real with the tricking. You not a gang member with it. You a gang banger with it. You know, your tricking is not state, it's federal. You got federal tricking. You got elite tricking. You on some Ivy League, Harvard University, Stanford type of tricking. There's no community college with your shit. You know what I'm saying? You in another dimension with the tricking. You know? Now, if that's you, then, you know, this shouldn't even have hurt you because you're doing what you're supposed to do. But for those of you that's professing to be pimping and you participating in this spirit of hypocrisy, yeah, you know, this was supposed to hurt you. Because a lot of y'all been taking currency out of hoes' pussy, you know what I mean, to participate in sexual activities with a bitch that ain't even thinking about giving you some currency. You know what I mean? Just completely abominable, man. You know? But yeah, getting back to that statement that I had made, hey, a pimp we don't do that. Yeah, a pimp don't sit up there, you understand me, and indulge in no type of paying for interviews, paying for numbers, paying for lap dances. Hey, and speaking on, hey, let me speak on that too, right? Check it out. I don't even allow a bitch, and you shouldn't either. You know, oh, P, she not giving me a dance. She just sitting on my lap. She can't even sit on my lap, pimper. You know, first of all, I'm going to be so motherfucking clean up in here. I'm going to be the cleanest P up in here. You know, I'm a young, handsome motherfucker. You know, I'm 37 going on eternity. Bitch, I don't need you sitting on me. No, get your stinking ass up. I don't need you sitting on me. You been sitting over there twerking them booty cheeks, and them booty cheeks got sweat all on it, bitch. I don't need you putting them cheeks on my motherfucking slacks, hoe. I don't want you putting that on my motherfucking suit, hoe. You know, I got some cologne that's, you know, the best way to describe, you know what I mean, this new cologne that I've been using for a few months now, man, that's better than all that shit you niggas got. Hey, man, the shit should have been called Heavenly. And, bitch, I don't want you to fuck up a pimp's cologne. So, bitch, get your ass on and be gone. She don't need to be sitting on my lap. Why? Because, number one, I don't want her messing up, you know, my look and everything, you know. I'm sitting over there sitting down for a reason because, you know, when me and my P partners come to the strip club, you know, I'm going to order them whatever they trying to drink. And everybody know I'm going to get some pineapple mixed with some cranberry juice. You know, or some H2O, you know, definitely have some H2O going on. You know, that's a must. But I'm going to pretty much have some cranberry and pineapple juice. And a lot of them be thinking it's an alcoholic beverage until I tell them, nah, baby, that's just cranberry mixed with pineapple. But, yeah, you know, I'm going to be sitting down, socializing with my P partners, not even paying these bitches no mind. And you know why it's so easy for pimps to not pay the bitches basically walking around there naked, half naked in the strip club? You know why it's so easy for a pimp basically not even pay these bitches no motherfucking mind when they walking around with all them titties and ass and shit like that? Number one, he's a pimp and he's governed by the spirit of pimping. But another reason outside of that, he's used to that. He's used to seeing asses and titties and shit walking around, you know what I mean, the house and things like that. Or maybe he might have a situation like mine where, you know, everybody got their own place and shit like that. But even when he go over to their place or they come over here, he's used to that. Asses and titties and all of that type. He used to that. That's nothing. I got hoes that's paying me. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, you was a little motherfucking promiscuous pedestrian that's willing to suck on motherfucking blacks and Mexicans. You was a slut, bitch. You just a fornicator, but not an accumulator, bitch. You know what I mean? Nigga, see your physical appearance, but really when I look at you through the game's eyes, bitch, you's a nobody. You know? You not nobody to be really indulging in the spirit of lust and be giving up them green things to say in God we trust too, bitch. Hell no. So a motherfucker gonna sit up there, you understand me, in that goddamn seat, and while a pimp You know what I mean? Really sitting over there, spitting with the pimping, socializing with the pimping. We talking about sports. Like, damn, man. Let's just say I'm in the club right now. Hold on, let me look in the comment section. Let's say I'm in the club, with the boy GI Fitness. I'm in there with Extraordinary Gentlemen. Uh I am Lil Yo. You know what I mean? That type. Let's say, what I mean, we all in the strip club chopping it up. I'm gonna be like, damn, P, it's really fucked up. You know what I mean? Russell, I'm not even a Lakers fan, but that's really fucked up, man. Russell's year. I hope things get better for him, man. Maybe the Lakers will pick it up, towards the playoffs, because they're in the 9th seat right now. But if they keep doing what they doing, man, they ain't even gonna see the goddamn playoffs, man. But yeah, I ain't never seen Russell play this bad, man. It's gotta be something that's going on. We might, and then we'll go from sports, and now we sitting over there, talking about stocks. We might be sharing some information on, we went from sports to talking about stocks to now, you understand me, a P might be, hey P, what was that you was talking about the other day, talking about some, a P that got a $200,000 portfolio. Hey, kick some game about that, because I ain't got no portfolio. How do you even start one of those? Man, listen, the pimping will sit up there and chop it amongst each other, and them hoes, excuse me, I don't want to disrespect hoes. Them little square ass strippers will be walking around the strip club with ass and titties shaking everywhere, and the pimping not even thinking about them. I'm speaking from experience. And because the pimping not thinking about them strippers walking around, a lot of them attractive, fine ass, arrogant, egotistical ass, high head all up in the sky bitches, they gonna feel offended. Like, damn, we been up in here for a little minute. They been in here for a little minute. They not even looking at my way. So finally, one of them get bold enough to come over. Excuse me, I just want to know, the whole time you been in your phone or even talking to your friends, you ain't even got to dance, or you ain't even look nobody's way. What's wrong? Ain't nobody attracted to you? Ain't nobody attracted to you? No, it's not that. You're extremely attractive. What man with eyes wouldn't want you? You're very attractive. It's just that me and my friends, we didn't come in here for that. We honestly came in here because everything else was closed. We just wanted to be able to drink our beverages and pretty much converse on different topics. In other words, we really just wanted to fellowship. Yeah, baby, we just fellowshipping. I mean, that's cool, but you don't want no dance. A lot of these strippers, they don't know how to initiate a conversation with a man anyhow. A lot of them don't. You don't want to dance. You don't want to, can I sit down and talk? Well, because I ain't gonna lie, she a little bit, because the way I'm even speaking right now, it reminds me of this one bitch. Me and Freeze was in Cali one time. Damn, I forgot what strip club this was. But anyway, man, the bitch breath was stinking. Yeah, man, it was a stripper, man. Her breath was just stinking, man. She came up to me. She's like, oh my God, you look like you about to go to a wedding. You look like you about to go to a wedding. You getting married? And the whole time while she's saying this, her breath is like totally contrary to the word of God, the will of God, the game, and she's just talking to me. And anybody that knows me, like when I get clean, when I'm looking good, I really don't want to be bothered. Like if you look good, you need to look good from a distance and we can compliment each other. But don't be like touching my hair, or especially if I got on a white suit, I got on something white, don't touch me. Just give me a compliment and that's cool. But don't be doing all that touching and shit because you trying to dirty up a pimp suit. So she, You about to go to a wedding or something. So I said, I know how I'm gonna get out of this. I said, you know what? As much as I would like to talk to you, I really think that you're for my friend. Yeah, I think you're for my friend. I just think that you guys are more compatible, with each other. So, I'm gonna just put you guys together because I can see it. Oh, you think I'm better for your friend? Okay. Okay. So I hear Freeze. Freeze started, talking to her, and I could just tell by his face right away. He smelt that breath, and he knew instantly. He like, man, sin ain't shit. Sin ain't shit. Sin ain't shit, man. This bitch breath smell like boo boo, and he gonna introduce me to this bitch. Hey man, I'm just on the side laughing, cracking up. You know what I mean? Cause I had to get her boo boo breath ass, up out my motherfucking handsome face. You know what I mean? I sent that bitch to Freeze, man, so she could talk to him. I ain't trying to talk to this doo doo brown breath ass bitch. Bitch smell like she done ate a whole a bag of Flaming Hots full of doo doo. Like, nah, bitch, don't talk to me, talk to him. So look, if we in the strip club, getting back, stop laughing, y'all, get back. Y'all too much. We in the strip club and, we sitting over there, campaigning. Like I said, I'm not even going to be in their face. I'm not going to talk to any of them. They're going to come up. And not only they going to come up, because they, endeavoring to get to the money, but if you come up in there clean as hell, if you come in there, attractive, you come in there sharp. And let me also say this, I'm going to speak on my brother. Freeze, of course, y'all know Freeze like to work out. Hey man, I done seen Freeze, and a lot of, P's couldn't take it, man. I done been campaigning with Freeze and other pimps. Hey man, and this is just the truth. Sometimes the baddest white stripper in the strip club, she was just all on Freeze's body. This is just, man, we gonna keep this shit all the way 100, man. Certain pimps couldn't take it, because motherfuckers, was either out of shape or sometimes, out of shape and ugly. Hey, you gotta pick a struggle. You can't be ugly and out of shape. You're gonna have to have a hell of a mouthpiece or a hell of a personality or something going on, right? But because Freeze like to work out, sometimes like the baddest white stripper would just be all on Freeze, right? And this go back to the thing that I spoke on in the beginning. How you could be with a P partner who's he don't really value himself. He got a lot of insecurities going on. Some, they just overtly pimpish. And then I got to speak on these other guys that's insecure. You have others that don't feel equivalent with a P partner, in a certain capacity. And this is what I want to encourage the young pimping to do. Man, you could be so physically in shape that your body, I always told you guys that you are your best campaign. And I can use my brother, I can use Freeze as an example. I've seen Freeze come in the strip club not say a goddamn thing. And I've seen the baddest motherfucker up in there initiate a conversation with Freeze because she was just sexually attracted to him. And just being real, I could tell that some of them was intimidated because he light skinned and because he's in shape. And by him being in shape and by, bro taking out time to brush his waves, you know what I mean? Sometime a motherfucker putting in them 500 strokes a day. I'm talking to my niggas that got their wave game right. You know what I mean? For the niggas that got the waves going. When Freeze really on this shit, he gonna, put in the 500 strokes, in the waves, make sure that the waves is heavily handcrafted by God. And I've seen my nigga, be so on point, physically where you could just tell that, yeah, this bitch wanna fuck. Yeah, this bitch wanna rape Freeze. You know what I'm saying? So to the young pimpin', man, stay in that gym. Yeah, eat right. Stay in that gym, man. Keep your body looking right. Because you could come in that strip club and you could just make motherfuckers feel uncomfortable. She's supposed to be in here selling her body. She's supposed to be in here, selling sex. She's supposed to be in here looking sexy. But she feel that, because of a pimp's body, she like, damn, I ain't even really worthy to be in his presence. I'm supposed to be asking him for a dance, but I mean, he's so physically equipped, look like I need to be paying, him, to be asking him, can I even talk to him? Exactly. That's pimpish. You know what I mean? Very pimpish. So that's why I strongly encourage, all of the pimps, man, gotta work out. Get your muscle game right. Or if you ain't trying to be on swole, just stay defined. Stay in shape, stay cut up. So yeah, just keeping that thing all the way 100, man. You know what I mean? We just gonna tell it like it motherfucking is. A lot of you niggas don't get no action because, your appearance don't really make a woman, like I said, give her a reason. I preached that message years ago. You got to give her a reason. Some of y'all can wear a suit, but, you still don't look pimpish in a suit. You just don't look pimpish in anything that you wear. You just not a pimpish looking individual. But then there's some of us, everything that we say, everything that we do, regardless of what a motherfucker got on, a bitch just know what it is, And when you come up in the strip club, she supposed to know what it is without you even saying what it is. And just in case, if the bitch was born in the States, but she got her green card, she green as a pool table. She a novice. She don't got no type of discernment, so she really don't know. You just want to have a conversation with that woman where you can get her mentally intrigued to the point where she wants to keep speaking to you. So you know what to do, those of you that's experienced in the strip club. And that's another beautiful thing, to exercise your mind, when that woman convey that number to you, because, sometime in the strip club, if you write her number down, security looking dead at you, so that could get you kicked out and get her to lose her job or, get her fined or what have you. So that's why it's good a lot of times, when that bitch give you her number, man, to be able to memorize them 10 digits. Yeah, exercise your mind, pimping, because I done seen that, now, of course, I had the name game, but Freeze had the number game. And I had to add that game to my campaign. P, what you mean the number game and the name game? Okay, check it out. The number game, is simply, because I've seen Freeze do this so many times and bitches just be so impressed. I've seen them have 20 and 30-minute conversations, sometimes longer than that. And the bitch gave her number 30 or 40 minutes ago. And right when they getting ready to believe, she's like, you still ain't gonna write my number down and take my number? And he had just spit it back to the bitch, verbally. He just got a memory like that. I've seen this man, write a whole song in his head, not writing anything. Matter of fact, that diss song that he did against Johnny Cash and Clyde and Danky, man, I lie to you not. I seen that nigga do that shit right in his mind. You know what I mean? That nigga did that shit in his mind, ain't write a goddamn thing down. No lie. So the number game is just simply memorizing a number, not writing anything in the phone or not writing it down on paper. You just memorize it. That's very impressive, to a woman. The name game is, when a woman tell you her name, and, that come from the days of me when I was a young minister. I used to study a lot of names, because when you read the word of God, you want to know what different names mean, because the meaning of different names bring you to a certain interpretation or revelation. Those are skills that you pick up as a teacher and a preacher of the word of God. You might look up Habakkuk, or you might look up Nahum, or you might look up Esther, or you might look up my name, Philip. you know, and a person, look at different names and you would get a whole different meaning. You'd be like, oh, who God hears, who Yahweh receives, who Yahweh blesses, who Yahweh anoints. So I learned very early about the significance of names, what names mean, right? So you use that in your campaign when you talking to women in and out the strip club, when they tell you their name. And the moment that they announce their name, you tell them the meaning of their name. Because majority of the women that you talk to, they don't even know what their name means. And for this woman to be in existence for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, sometimes 35 years or more, and she don't know the meaning of her name, you right off top in the very first conversation, you giving her revelations concerning herself that she didn't even know. Oh man, I like that. What I mean? Your name actually is a biblical name. A biblical name? I didn't even know that. Yeah, if you go to the book of Amos, or you go to the book of Malachi, your name is mentioned, all throughout the Bible. Actually, your name actually means the beautiful one of God. She might not know that. And you made her feel special because you just revealed the meaning of a name to her. So now, you took somebody who was ignorant of their name, gave them the meaning of their name, and now you've made her feel special. And when it comes to a woman, that's what it's about. Making a woman feel special. Adrian, man, I appreciate that. Adrian always respecting the game, bro. I appreciate that. Blessings to you. Appreciate that, brother. And I appreciate my mother. I got to throw that in there. My mother and my grandmother, really, but my mother really dropped that on me. She was the one that taught me the meaning of Philip. Where did Philip come from? Why is it the lover of horses? Philip the evangelist, in the 8th chapter of the book of Acts. I had to learn the significance of names. So when I came out of spirituality into carnality, reality is I never lost the ministry and the knowledge, the experiences that I gained out of spirituality from the time that I was in it, from the age of 14 to 20. So I brought that game into the pimping. So of course, when I meet a bride, she'd give me her name. I done told her the meaning of her name, where it come from, the meaning, and all of that, the biblical meaning, all of that. And that makes that bride feel special. So you got a lot of studying to do. You got a lot of working out to do. You got a lot of mental exercising, to do. Now, of course, that game that I just gave, that ain't for just using in the strip club. That's applicable to anywhere you want to use it at. Shit. That ain't just for the strip club, nigga. That's for the nightclub. That's for church. that's for at your job. You need to be studying names, man. Get your name game right now. And now, from now on, when a woman give you her number, not write a goddamn thing down, not pick your phone up or any of that. You just know, them 10 digits by heart. You got to start exercising your brain. Stop relying on Google for everything. Exercise mentally. So, yeah. But, yeah, man, you know what I mean? Getting back to this game that I never left, we want to just, close out on, UnPimpish and completely Trickish. For the ladies that's listening, you have to learn the difference, ladies, because you do got ladies that'll say, oh, I dated a pimp. I was in a relationship with a pimp. Even one girl not too long ago, I was even watching No Jumper when Sharp was talking to some girl and the girl was talking like, oh yeah, I used to date a pimp. No such thing. You don't date a pimp. A pimp is incapable of dating, whether dating a relationship or dating concerning prostitution. A pimp ain't doing neither one. You know, so for the ladies that's listening, I want you guys to speak properly. You know, if you've ever taken money from a pimp, whether it be for a lap dance or whether it be for a guy paying for an interview or whether it be for sex, you know, I want you to understand, young ladies, that there's a difference between a guy professing to be a pimp and a guy who's actually a pimp. You're right, Selena Powell. Thank you, baby. You know what I mean? Selena Powell said that goofy ass, Mark shit about dating pimps. No, you can't date a pimp. You know, that's non-existent. But what you can do is date someone who professes to be a pimp. All right? Because an actual pimp that's governed by the spirit of pimping, no, he's not going to pull any money out of his pocket, for in exchange for, fornication. He's not going to give you the accumulation for fornication, and neither is he going to participate in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship with you. So there will be no square shit as such. Why? Because that's completely unpimpish and it's just completely trickish. You know, unpimpish and trickish, man. Yeah, dating bitches and, paying for their time and, paying to go to the VIP room. And listen, I don't want to be in the VIP room. I don't want, what Jamie Foxx say? Everybody in my party is VIP. I don't want to be in VIP. I don't want to be in the VIP room, man. Sin ain't trying to be in the VIP room. You won't come in the strip club and be like, man, I just seen Sin in that room, man. Where it go down there, where all the magic happens at. You're not going to catch me there. You know what I'm saying? Pimps don't be in the VIP room. I'm not trying to be in the VIP. I'm not trying to go somewhere where we can privately, engage in a little something and have a happy ending. My happy ending is leaving with my pimping. That's a happy ending for a pimp. Coming in as a pimp and leaving out as a pimp. Yeah, that's the only happy ending that a pimp know. Yeah, not you pulling out your pussy and sucking my dick or treat me like a motherfucking trick. No, a happy ending, you understand me, is leaving out what I came in here with, my pimp dignity. I want everybody to hit the like button. I want everybody to make sure you share this video. Make sure you put it in the DM, of renegades and, strippers and things all over. And I appreciate you guys for staying up late with me, man. We are out of here. I hope y'all live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. Gone.